Hi, everybody. You are very welcome to our session all about student services. My name is Colleen Doyle, and I'm the Student Support Officer here on campus. And I have a brief enough presentation, but by all means, if you have any questions at the end, please don't hesitate to use the chat box, or even, dare I say, turn on your camera and ask me a question in person. Anyway, you'll see on this slide, we have a graphic that shows all the services that we manage here in Student Services, and you'll also see a picture of our Student Services building, which is, depending on who you ask, either attached to Map Lodge or Map Lodge is attached to us. But in any case, we are all kind of put together, and it's easy to travel between the access offices and Student Services. So I'm going to go through the services we have. The good news is there's not a test after this presentation. The main message I want you to remember is Student Services is here. We've got your back, and we're here to support you during your studies. So when you come into the Student Services building, if you go one way, you go towards MAP. If you go the other way, you come to the Student Support Hub, and we are now here in person. We're very excited to be back on campus, and this is really a great one-stop shop if you're either looking for one of us in Student Services and you don't know where to go, or somebody has said, hey, go ask Student Services. You can pop in and the Support Hub staff will be happy to help you and point you in the right direction. We do have a Home Finder service, and our Home Finder service runs an online website that lists off-campus accommodation in the private rental sector in Maynooth and in the surrounding towns. I do hope you all have your accommodation sorted for the upcoming academic year, but if I'm saying that and you're like, no, Colleen, I don't, please get in touch with Home Finder. So again, you'll see the Student Services website on the bottom of all these slides, and when you start there, you could easily find your way to all the other services in the unit. That is the back side of the Student Services building. And there's my office there with the blue. That's where I am right now, where the blue cog is. I'm right in there. In Maynooth, we have a chaplain. Our chaplain is Kieran Coughlin. He is a lay chaplain, and he provides support to students on a one-to-one basis, and he also organizes activities around spiritual well-being. So some of the activities that the chaplaincy organizes, he has a book club that he runs. So if you'd like to read books for fun, and maybe it's a great way to meet people, join the book club. Yoga is organized through chaplaincy. But hopefully now, with hopefully the easing of the restrictions with COVID, Kieran will be able to organize a retreat again as he normally would. So if you're interested at all in learning more about chaplaincy or getting on Kieran's email list so you can find out what activities he's organizing, please just send an email to chaplaincy@mu.ie. Or if you have any questions, if you're new to the area and you're interested in connecting with a religious group you're looking to find, Kieran has all those details as well. Our student budgeting advice service, I can't say a bad thing about them. We are so lucky to have Jennifer and Ruth who work for us in Student Services, and they do work very closely with the Maynooth Access program to provide support and advice for students about whether it's Susie, grant, don't we love those, budgeting, any financial issues, and they also look after funding options for students. So again, if anybody ever says you need to go talk to the student budgeting advisors, they're here with us in Student Services, and if you go online, there's details about how you can book a meeting, and at the moment they're taking bookings to meet with students in person or online or telephone. Same with the chaplain too. We do have a dedicated health center here on campus, and the services are free they're very confidential, and we're very fortunate to have them on campus. So you'll see there pictures of our nurses. We also have a mental health advisor or mental health nurse by the name of Sandra, who's also available to meet with students. And just to say, at the moment, we don't have a GP in our service. That's temporary, but we will have a GP again. So if that's something you need to find out about, please ring the Student Health Center. And because of COVID restrictions, the Student Health Center isn't taking walk-in appointments at the moment. So as I'm talking, and if you're thinking, I need to connect with the health center, you're kindly asked to give them a ring first, and they'll be able to provide you with an appointment. Once COVID restrictions ease, we'll hopefully be in a much more flexible, relaxed setting where students can walk up and request appointments in person. We have a lovely counseling service here on campus. They're upstairs from me in this building, and they are available to meet with students. Again, it's a free service. Do not hesitate to take advantage of free services while you're a student. It's expensive enough to be a student, so take advantage of everything that is available to you. You just need to be a registered student in order to use this service. And the great thing about counseling is not only is that team offering, as you would imagine, traditional counseling one-to-one, but they also have a whole series of online workshops that they are running this academic year about a range of topics. So I really encourage you to take a little bit of time before you get busy with classes to check out their offering and see if there's anything you'd like to dip into this year. It's a great way of taking care of your mental well-being while you're a student. This person is me. I'm Dr. Colleen, as I call myself, and I manage part of the student services here in Maynooth, but I also meet up with students, and I love to meet up with students. It's my bread and butter. And so students can come in and meet with me. I'm a great place if a student says, I'm not sure if I should talk to budgeting or if I should go back to my MAP advisor or if I should, you know, I'm not sure where to start. I'm a really, really good place to start, and I help students figure out sometimes the logistics of university learning, which can be complex sometimes, even though we're a small campus, you know, there's a lot of nuance sometimes to seeking support. So by all means, students you can actually click on the Student Services website and there's a booking calendar. You know, you don't even have to get in touch with me beforehand. You can just book in, and I'm seeing students at the moment in person or online through Teams or by telephone, whatever really suits the student the best. Or you can send an email to student.support anytime, and that's why I'm here. I know a lot of people are probably telling you that at the moment. You're thinking, hey, there's a lot of people who are here. Well, we are here. And you know, if you ever get in touch with one of us and we think that a colleague is a better place to support you, you know, we'll send you on. And we also have a virtual help desk. So I can't show you where they are because they actually work from home, and they are here for pretty much anything. So whether you have questions about you're struggling with your course, or you're like, I don't know how to see my timetable, or I don't think I registered right, like who do I talk to? You can get in touch with them by phone, by email, or there's a live chat, which is really convenient. Just on the Maynooth University website, you can start at the Student Services button if you want to, but they're also on the current students webpage. So anytime you see help desk, student help desk, you can get on, and there'll be somebody there to give you assistance. And you know, sometimes when we're in college, like we're not sure sometimes we're just not settled in, okay? And it's hard to articulate that. It's like, and students say it to me, and I felt this way before, like something's not right. I don't know what's not right. Not sure what's going on, or, you know, give the help desk a call, give me a call, give everybody a call. And by the way, I also love to hear about when things are going right. I'm not just the agony aunt on campus. And I know a lot of things are gonna go right for you this semester. may or may not be of relevance to you, but we do have a creche on campus that serves the children of students and staff. So if you're ever needing some of that information, by all means, get on the Student Services webpage or call in to us here in Student Services and we can give you more information. And this isn't them. I don't have a picture of them yet, but I have two lovely Student Services ambassadors who are going to be doing promotional work during the course of this year. And if they inspire you, it might be something you might want to do next year, is to come and work with me on different projects, fun things. I've also promised them a hoodie. I think I need to feed them a couple of times. But anyway, it's a great way of getting involved in the university, and it's a great way to encourage your classmates to take advantage of everything we offer in Student Services. And last but not least, you may have already been reminded about this, so I apologize if I am repeating everything, but just a reminder, or news if you haven't gotten it yet, that there are active consent classes going on in the university. There's some information on the slide. They're about 30 minutes. And if you go to our EDI website, or you can go to the social media links there if you're big into Twitter or Instagram, and you can sign up to take part in some free consent training. So that's just a public service reminder. Now that is all I have. World's fastest presentation. Anyway, how did I do? Is that fast? Who was my host again? Was it Jessica? Do we have any questions? If you have a question, feel free to type it in the chat box. No questions? Well, here, let me show you something real quick. Stay there. I forgot my prop. So during orientation, you'll receive one of these. It looks a bit like this. It's called a Z card because it looks a bit like a Z or a Z, depending on how you like to say it. But anyway, make sure when you get this during your orientation talks that you keep it close at hand. And because what it is it's part campus map on one side and part information about, see the cogs? See, we're everywhere. Part student services information on the other. There's also an academic calendar. There's location information. If you're looking to try to find the home finder service, there's reminders of that. And that's a really handy thing to have. There's also information about the Students' Union. And if you're new to Maynooth in the area, there's even information in on the little blue back about evening and weekend contacts. So if you're living in Maynooth this year or living on campus, there's just really handy phone numbers to have on hand. So there's my, here's one I created earlier, my commercial message. Now, wait, I saw questions come up. Wait a minute, where'd the questions go? Conversation. Oh, Cara, quick and informative, that's me. And Lucy, you're welcome. Okay, Sheila asks, is there a deadline to paying the student levy online registration? Yes, there usually is. Now, I have to apologize to everybody, okay? I don't want you to judge me. But this is my first orientation in Maynooth. Up till now, I was doing orientation in another institution. So Sheila, if I was in that other institution, I'd have a very quick and snappy answer for you, but I don't have it at my fingertips. Does anybody know off the top of their head? Or I can look it up online real quick. That's not a problem. There's usually a deadline of sorts because the university wants you to confirm that you are actually coming. I'll tell you what, we'll get back to you. Do you know what? My colleague Ruth, the student budgeting advisor, is in another session. She would know that off the top of her head. Let's see. How long does orientation usually last? Excellent question. Everybody's been put into a group, I understand. I think you have a day on campus. Anybody on here know the exact answer? How do we know if we're going to receive the extractor? Okay. I'm going to guess that, Hannah, that question is part of another orientation talk, probably by map. I've managed to answer very few questions. Shocking, really, isn't it? Let's see if I can find out the student levy question. Let's see how fast I can find it. Pretend I was a student. Okay, I'm on my second click. Are you guys impressed yet? Tell you what, let me give you, this is slightly out of date, but you know what I do? I'm going to put it in the chat box. Okay, so that link is to the Student Fees and Grants Office information. And I won't take time now while you're here, but if you click through that, you'll get all your important deadlines and everything. You're welcome, Sheila. Sorry, it took me a while. Okay, wait, there's another question there. Good, I was wondering if Fees Office is open today. Yes, they would be open, but you know what? They may not be easy to contact in person because offices have been coming back to campus gradually. You too, everyone's trying to get in touch with them. I'd say the best thing to do is to send an email to fees@mu.ie, okay? And make sure you include in it your name and your student number, which was your CIO number. Yes, Tressa. Get in touch with my friends in, where am I? Do you know what? This is good work for me to see how quick I am at the website. We'll have you get in touch with our friends in EDI, but let me give you their email address. They're actually quite active on Twitter. Do you know what? I'm going to pretend like I'm emailing them because I think that's the way I want to do it. One moment. Is that a real email? I think if you go, oh yeah, I'll come to that orientation question here in a minute. You guys have lots of questions. You're great. I just wonder if they have kind of a generic email. That's not a real address. I'm now laughing at myself. This is bad. It would be easier if I did it here, then I can cut and paste. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you their website and definitely get in touch with them. Okay, so Tressa, that was the, I hope you see I just stuck in that website. Gangle, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Do we just come in for the orientation day we are assigned? Yes, I believe you just come in for the orientation day you're just assigned to. Nobody's going to run you off campus if you're in on another day, if you know what I mean. But the days that you have required meetings, you're asked to stick to that schedule and not to dip into another group. I hope that makes sense. Oh, sorry. Yes, do get in touch. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Maxie. Here's that website. If you have any problems getting in touch with them, just send me an email, okay? I'll be happy to give you a better personal link in. Is the Student Peace Office open on the weekend? No, not that I'm aware of. So the university is pretty much a Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 type of institution. They will get back to you, don't worry. They are busy and they will come back to you. If it makes you feel any better, I emailed them earlier in the week and I got an email back today. So they'll come back to you. Okay, did I miss anybody? Oh, parking on campus, yes. The €1,000,000 question. I know we need permits, but are there generally spaces? I'll be honest with you, I don't know. Because I started working for Maine Youth in November and I wasn't on campus that much. So I'll be honest, Rosie, it'll be a surprise to you as it will be to me. But I hear that parking is at a premium. I suspect you wouldn't want to arrive at 11 o'clock and find a parking place, I'm guessing. Parking is first come, first serve, so I will be in the same boat. So if anybody is getting parking, yeah, let me give you the parking information. You know what? I was just sending it to my work colleagues, reminding them to get their parking organized. So let me show you where it is. I'll give you the website. I think it's just give me a minute and I'll send you the link. I'll put the link in our chat. Isn't that handy? So handy. Parking. I can do better. I can give you student parking. Oh no, that's a map. Okay, I'll put some information in the chat box and that'll get you started, okay? That'll get you started with parking information. You'll have to dig to the students. I know you're not a visitor, you're a student, but anyway, start on that page and that'll get you started. Oh yes, Jessica's saying, yeah, you have to get a student parking permit, yeah. The joys. Is there anything else? I love looking at everybody's names. I have a daughter called Emer, so she'll be excited to see that there are at least 2 Emers here. Okay, so that is what I have for everybody today. Do not be strangers. Don't come all running in on Monday. Okay, I'll be busy. But don't be strangers. Everybody in Maine Youth is nice. We are. We don't bite most of the time. Keep your little card. And you know what I always tell everybody, you might say, yeah, Colleen, thanks for that information. I probably am not going to get any of that information. Okay, but maybe your friend will, or maybe your housemate will. So if you kind of know a little bit about student services, then you can help them. Or you can say, oh, look, it's like origami. Oh, look, there's information here about something I think you need to go talk to somebody about. Okay, so I think I'll sign off. Is that okay, my host? You're very welcome, Cara. And Ryan, and Ekaterina. And all the Emers. Okay, well, I will sign off. Everybody, I wish you the best of luck this year. I want you to enjoy every minute of it. I want you to make friends. I want you to study hard. And I want you to take care of each other and look out for each other. And if we don't ever meet, that's okay. But if we do need to meet, or if you have a friend that you might be worried about, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us, because we make the big money. You pay a lot of fees to be here. Get your money's worth. So I will sign off now, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Colleen, I just want to say thank you so much for sharing that. Apologies, I am doing 2 talks at once, so I was jumping in between the 2, which is why I was like...
I thought Ruth was going to be in with me. I was totally confused.
I thought there was another ambassador going to be in here as well, so I was like, that was absolutely brilliant. And to everyone who is listening, the student services are absolutely incredible. I cannot praise them enough. So please do give Colleen a chat, give the others a chat, do call in. They're absolutely amazing. They're world class. They've really helped me through my degree, and it's amazing just what's there, what's available for you. So absolutely, thank you so much, Colleen, for giving us your time and for all the work that you do.
You're very welcome. Everybody email me anytime, and then I also put in the email address there for the home finder service. So if I am talking to somebody and you're not sorted yet, or you know somebody coming to my youth who isn't sorted yet for accommodation, you know, please send us an email and we'll do our best with the home finder service to help you find something.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll share your email and the home finder email on our social media pages as well. So another good reason to give us a follow on the MU Launchpad Instagram and Facebook.
Great, and if you're on Twitter, you can follow Maynooth University Student Services. We aren't very active, but anyway, give us a like.
Perfect. Well, look, we've taken up enough of your time, so thank you so much. And everyone, we will see you at the rest of the talks and events today.
Good luck, everybody.
Bye. Thank you so much.